everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to unpack the incredible story behind one of the most common characters in the Chinese language. Now, this is a character you've definitely seen before, but you might not know the beautiful story that's locked right inside it. Okay, let's get right into it. So here it is. This character is pronounced Hao. And if you've ever learned even a single phrase in Mandarin, I bet it was ni hao, which of course means hello. It's one of the very first building blocks for anyone learning the language. But have you ever really stopped to think about what this character is showing us? I mean, why does this particular shape mean good? Well, believe it or not, there's a fascinating story hidden in plain sight, and we're about to uncover it together. All right, first things first. Let's start with what we already know about this super common character before we really dive deep. So on the surface, its definition is pretty straightforward. Hao translates to good, fine, or well. Simple enough, right? You use it to talk about positive things, to agree with someone, or to ask how they're doing. But, and this is the important part, that's really just scratching the surface. Now for the really cool part. Let's actually deconstruct how, because to truly get it and to remember it forever, we need to break it apart. You see, how is what's called a compound character. It's actually formed by combining two separate, simpler characters, and each of those has its own meaning. Once you see the two pieces, I promise you'll never forget the whole thing. The first piece, the one on the left, is nu. This character means woman or mother. It's basically a stylized picture that's evolved over thousands of years from a drawing of a female figure. And on the right, we've got our second component. This character is zi, and it means child or baby. And again, this is another ancient picture, one that originally looked like a baby with a big head and its arms stretched out. So we have a woman, and we have a child. So what happens when you put them together? Well, putting these two pieces together reveals this amazing ancient story. It's like opening a window into a completely different way of seeing the world. This takes us way, way back to the character's origins. In its most ancient form, which we found on oracle bones from over 3,000 years ago, Hao was a literal picture, a woman holding her child. And that image, it was the ultimate symbol of beauty, harmony, and stability. This shows you the cultural logic that's literally baked right into the character. From that ancient point of view, what was the absolute best, the most good thing you could possibly imagine? It was the sight of a mother with her child. A home that had both was seen as complete, harmonious, and just fundamentally good. And this just sums it all up so perfectly. A woman, nu, plus a child, zu, equals hao, good. It's this beautiful, powerful piece of visual poetry. And once you see that simple equation, the character's meaning is pretty much impossible to forget. Okay, so now that we know the beautiful story behind it, how do people actually use how today? Let's check out a few quick examples. First and foremost, of course, we have ni hao. This literally translates to something like, you good? It's just a simple, warm way to greet someone and wish them well. It's the perfect example of the character's core meaning in action. Here's another really common one. 今天天气很好. You can use hao as an adjective to describe pretty much anything. Here, it's just describing the weather, telling us it's a really nice, pleasant day. And hao is also a fantastic team player. It loves to combine with other characters to create all sorts of new words. For instance, hao kan literally means good to look at. It can mean beautiful or handsome, or in this case, that a book is really interesting or just a good read. 这本书很好看. So let's just step back for a second and think about what this all means. It's really about the incredible wisdom that's embedded in the characters themselves. I think the big takeaway here is this. Every single character can be its own miniature story, a little time capsule of cultural history and philosophy. By breaking down hao, we didn't just learn a word. We learned what a culture, thousands of years ago, considered to be the very definition of good. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? If a character as simple as hao contains such a rich and beautiful story, just imagine the secrets and the wisdom hiding inside thousands of others. What stories are just waiting to be told? Thanks for joining me on this one.